Nissan is about to shake up the truck market with a pickup carrying a $22,000 price tag. And unlike most budget options out there, this one is a true body-on-frame work truck, not some crossover pretending to be one. If you're tired of watching truck prices climb past $40,000, $50,000, or even $60,000, while the only affordable choices force you to sacrifice towing, payload, and real durability, this truck is built to change that story. Most budget pickups max out at around 4,000 to 5,000 pounds of towing. This $22,000 Nissan pushes up to 6,600, matching mid-sized trucks that cost nearly twice as much. Affordable, but definitely not small. Before anything else, one thing needs to be clear. This is not a compact crossover pickup. It won't be competing against the Maverick or the Santa Cruz, and it's not trying to. The truck in question is the NP300, a nameplate already well known in Mexico and across Central and South America, and one that's now making its way north. Size-wise, this truck is going to surprise a lot of people. The NP300 sits just slightly below the Frontier in overall dimensions, which means we're talking about a proper, full-size feeling truck, not some small, easy runabout. With a wheelbase stretching over 124 inches, those proportions clearly signal this pickup was designed for serious work, not weekend errands or light grocery runs. It's big where it matters, practical by design, and that balance will matter a lot in the American market. But size alone means nothing without the right foundation underneath. And what sits under the NP300 is where this truck really starts to separate itself from the competition. Here's where things get interesting. The NP300 shares its platform with the Navara, Nissan's globally respected pickup sold across Europe, Australia, and many other markets. That platform, coded D23, is a traditional body-on-frame architecture. The same kind of foundation found under trucks that cost significantly more. Think about what most affordable pickups ask buyers to give up. The Maverick and Santa Cruz are decent vehicles, but the moment a contractor tries pulling a loaded trailer uphill or a farmer needs to haul a full payload across a field, those unibody platforms reach their limits quickly. That's exactly the problem the NP300 is designed to solve. A body-on-frame structure brings real strength, serious towing capability, and the kind of durability that crossover-based platforms simply cannot match. Towing capacity reaches up to 6,600 pounds, putting this truck right alongside the Toyota Tacoma and Nissan's own Frontier, both of which come with much higher price tags. Payload figures are equally impressive, climbing up to 2,700 pounds, leaving many mid-sized trucks behind. The rear suspension reflects the same philosophy. Instead of a complex and costly independent setup, the NP300 uses a solid axle with leaf springs at the back. A proven design built for consistent load carrying and long-term durability. It's exactly the kind of setup work truck buyers have been asking for in a market that's slowly moving away from it. And speaking of moving away from what the market typically offers, the NP300's cab and bed configurations are about to challenge nearly every assumption buyers have about affordable trucks. One of the most compelling things about the NP300 is what it offers that most rivals don't. The compact and mid-size segment has become dominated by crew cabs, short beds, and passenger-focused layouts. That's the current reality. The NP300 goes in a completely different direction, and that's exactly the point. Any contractor who's tried loading long lumber into a 5-foot bed knows the frustration. Any small business owner who's had to make 2 trips because the bed wasn't long enough understands the cost in time, fuel, and lost productivity. That's the gap the NP300 is built to fill. A regular cab configuration will be available, shifting priority entirely to cargo space, resulting in a bed length of 7.7 feet. That's far longer than anything in the mid-size segment and comparable to what you'd typically find on a single-cab full-size truck. Now, all that capability on the outside raises a fair question about what's happening inside, and the answer is more encouraging than most would expect at this price. The cabin of the NP300 isn't going to win design awards, and Nissan isn't trying to make it. This interior is built around function, not appearance. Durable plastics, a clean layout, and controls designed for ease of use define the space. It's the right direction for the buyer it targets. The materials may be basic by modern standards, but they'll stand up to job site conditions, dirty hands, and years of heavy use without showing the wear that softer, premium materials would. Air conditioning will be manually controlled. The audio system will be simple and practical. 6 airbags and vehicle dynamic control are expected as standard, with the US version likely adding a few more features to meet safety regulations. That same no-nonsense approach carries over to what powers the truck. Under the hood, the NP300 sticks to the same philosophy shaping the rest of the vehicle. Proven reliability takes priority over cutting-edge complexity. The core engine is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4, an engine Nissan has refined and relied on for years. Output sits at 166 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. It won't excite performance enthusiasts, but that's not the target audience. Anyone who's dealt with turbo engines failing on remote job sites or faced expensive repairs on complex hybrid systems understands why simplicity matters. This engine is built to start every morning, require minimal maintenance, and keep running long after more advanced alternatives demand costly attention. But there's more. Reports suggest a diesel version is on the way, and for this truck, that option could define its place in the segment. The turbo diesel is expected to produce 161 horsepower and a strong 300 pound-feet of torque, delivered low in the rev range where it matters most for towing, hauling, and off-road use. Fuel economy is equally impressive, with estimates around 30 miles per gallon in the city and 37 on the highway. That would make it the most efficient body-on-frame pickup in the American market by a wide margin.